have a difficult problem with reading, you really need a one-on-one person, and a person that's not going to be going too fast and, like, oh, you got that already, but it's really monitoring, watching, and seeing that you are getting that information, going back. And in the classroom, there's not enough of that. There's really, it's really impossible to have one-on-one anyway, but in a regular classroom, you're just getting left behind, and and what's going on. I think that's the hardest part, is that I could do that, but I can't spell. Or like when you're trying to write a paper and you can't figure out, the right word, but you can't spell it, so you write a different word that's a synonym that's easier to spell, and so then your work is graded lower because you couldn't spell whatever the word was, and you can't show how smart you are.
We start where they're at, having to be able to match or map a sound to a letter, and then build that word, and then move on and build other spelling patterns and combinations until we get into the syllables. And then I have been working mostly with primary grades. I have started with post kindergarten, and I have found that once we get them early, they just begin to soar, and they really begin to put together their little neurons are firing, and they're putting together those concepts with their phonemic awareness and their sounds to letters quite quickly. So pretty much that's what I do, is I focus where they are, what they need to do.
So I got connected with the Blosser Center. I got connected with UFly, and just community resources that empowered me, like as a parent, to take a back seat in the process of helping to support Brian and have somebody who is specialized in the science of reading and understood what it took to get him to be able to thrive.